It's Ketchup Packets.
Hey everybody, I'm Sean.
I'm Nate.
And this is Ketchup Packets. Today we are here with another episode of The Last of Us. We've got Season 2, Episode 3 called The Path. Well, last time on The Last of Us, what happened, Nate?
So Joel got a hole-in-one of his
Oh.
jugulars.
No, why would you do that?
I don't know. It's a golf joke.
Beloved character.
I know. Trying to
Is-
lighten the mood. It's very sad.
Yes.
But brutal. Brutally sad.
This is a network that is known for killing the protagonists of their shows. They've done it a few times before. I won't specify any series in case anybody's not caught up on anything, but it's not the first time that HBO has killed the character that is billed as the main character until that time.
Right.
So,
And, the second episode of the second season. They
Yeah,
killed,
yeah,
Like
it's
the
early
main
on.
character, yeah.
right, but that's a beat that's taken, from what they're adapting. But I guess that was, that's been true in the past of adaptations where they take that beat out of there. But yeah, it's a bold thing to do on TV because viewers and the audience sort of expect that there's one individual person that's their anchor. That's like the person they're journeying through the story with.
Right.
And in television language, they communicated that to be Joel so far. So now he's gone, and we're gonna see the
Yeah.
aftermath.
Poor Ellie.
Poor Ellie. Poor Dina. She got
Yeah.
put out with propofol and is gonna come to all that happening.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Right, and we'll probably wonder if Joel would have reacted differently and been able to escape if not for the threat to her life.
Right.
Which is so
I
there's.
mean, I don't know. If he would have started moving
Right,
around.
but the point is, it's a different scenario, and you'll never know.
Right.
You'll never know what would have happened, and so she'll have that guilt. Is all I'm saying. That's for her, poor Tommy and Maria, because also Jackson's Hole
Yeah.
got attacked by a whole bunch of zombies.
Yep. A lot of cleanup.
I
A
was-
lot of issues.
I was thinking about that a little bit during editing and afterwards and stuff, and I was like, it's a cool set piece to have for the TV show and stuff like that, but I was wondering, where do all of these people come from?
Yeah.
They're just in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I guess it was a herd that was traveling as a herd maybe until a blizzard came in and
Yeah.
sort
of weird.
killed some.
Ended up on the side of a mountain and then froze over.
Yeah.
And
And it was just such a huge quantity of people. I was just, when watching the attack again during editing and stuff, I was like, this has to be the population of another town or something like
Yeah.
that because of how many it is.
Yeah.
It can't just be a random group. I don't know. And I guess zombie stories never truly have to explain that. And it's been 20 years or 25 years at this point since the outbreak, so the herds can just form and move around like weather patterns, I guess, and we don't need to fully account for them. But it's just so many bodies, and it was a gigantic attack.
Yeah.
So the town is devastated. And Tommy doesn't even know his brother's gone.
Nope. He's gonna be very upset when he finds that out. I mean, that's kind of the most important piece. Did anyone else in the town die who was a named character?
No, I don't think so.
Not
I
that
mean,
we
we
know of
didn't
yet,
really
yeah.
have too many new name characters because Jesse and Dina were both out there where Ellie was. And then Tommy and Maria we both saw survive, and I don't think there is really anybody else,
Yeah.
We just have our group of 5 WLF people that were, the people that hunted Joel.
Yeah.
And we've got all that to worry about. So I don't know, should we dive in and see what's up?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we have a Patreon. The link is there. You can go and see full-length reactions and reactions ahead of the YouTube version. And we have movie polls over there where you can vote on what movie we'll watch when we're going to watch movies. So, yeah, go there and support us if you want to. Otherwise, don't go there. And thanks for being here and watching our video. We're going to watch The Last of Us.
We sure are.
That was a lot of words.
Yeah. It's outside the wall.
Yeah, just complete devastation.
And they're all in the streets and all over all the buildings and just
Right. So
Yeah.
the battle is going to be continuing to cost them things in terms of resources and progress for some time now.
also the realization this happened once. We don't know how many more
Yeah.
those little piles are out there.
I was thinking that too. I was thinking the considerations you're making at this time now are we need better construction equipment, materials, designs, something. We need unbreachable barriers next time. They're just a large group of human bodies. There should be barriers that they cannot breach. You know, like, we need to figure that out. And that would be the number one project, is they're never getting in the walls again.
Right.
It's okay. You're in the hospital. Are you in pain?
She's snapped.
Can I give you something?
Look at her expression. Like... It's just all she can see. Yeah, it just can't be real, you know?
I mean, she was out this whole time, so, like, that was the last thing that happened to her, so far as she's concerned.
Well, yeah, we saw her crawl on top of his body after that, and then nothing. Yeah, Jesse riding up on his horse. So he probably just dealt with everything from there.
Yeah. You go, stronger fortifications.
It's just more logs,
steel,
though. You know? I mean, I guess
put steel beams across them now.
there's limits on what they can do, I guess, but it's not as though their technology changed or anything. Like, theoretically, anything that was possible before the apocalypse should be possible now with the right, you know, crew of humans.
Today's the day. So I just need you to see one more person, then you're good to go.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, is it Gale? Yeah.
How are you doing?
Fine. Yeah, I miss him. He meant a lot to me. So, yeah, upset and sad.
Of course. But I was actually wondering about New Year's Eve.
She's just trying to get through it as fast as possible.
In my last moment with Joel, he said he wronged you. Maybe bad.
And he was moved to tears to even say
He
it.
said that he did.
He said, I saved her.
He saved me a lot of times.
Yeah,
Right.
But that's not wrong, so.
I'm wondering how would she be able to put the pieces together, you know?
Nobody would ever consider the truth, you know, until they were told. It's not an idea that'll come to people.
Right.
Man, I wish I could have let him off the hook for whatever it was he was talking about. I guess I'll have to let myself off the hook for that.
Gale is intensely curious about what it means.
You're doing good.
She's using this session to try and find out that information for herself. It's not like a Catherine O'Hara character, you know what I mean?
No, yeah,
She's just playing like a regular character in the show. It's cool. I like to see her do that kind of thing. The house would be very empty.
Yeah, you can just only imagine. Like, it's probably really hitting her right now, just being like, he's not coming back here. Ooh, just like the signs that he was, like, in the middle of stuff.
Yeah, it's a really good way to illustrate the absence.
Is that his jacket?
Yes. You can probably smell him, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Strong.
Sure, just even being in the house, it just, like, has that... Just the house's smell has him mixed into it, you know? Oh, it's just...
Even in private, she's not letting herself fully give in to the emotions, you know?
Yeah.
She's, like, trying to... She recognizes that she can't hold it back and she doesn't need to hide it from anyone, but she wasn't just, like, allowing it, you know?
Right.
Yeah, I'm coming!
And now she's afraid to have been caught crying about him, when nobody would begrudge her that.
Not even for
at
a
all.
second, yeah.
When they let you out?
30 minutes to go.
Nice.
They made me talk to Gale.
Oh.
You might want to talk to Gale.
I never
Or
said.
talk to Dina. I mean, I know it's like a new romance thing. You're still gonna put up a front in something like that.
I made you cookies.
Just 'cause?
No. This is a peace offering. Because I'm about to make you angry.
Okay.
I told you I didn't learn anything useful. That wasn't true. I know most of their names. And I know where they're from.
You let them get away.
I mean...
If you want to find someone, and the only thing you know about them is where they're going to end up, maybe let them get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different pathways between 2 points in this country.
The dark-haired guy was Manny. The other guy was Owen.
The girl with the braid.
Abby.
Abby.
That is who Ellie cares about.
I saw a patch on a backpack. Wolf's head. And the letters WLF. Out of Seattle.
WLF.
So now what?
Just go get him.
And then whoever cared about them will send people back here to get us. And
Right.
then whoever cared about us will go back
Yep.
there to get them. And it's
Just keep
Think about this.
throwing sticks and rocks across the chasm for generations until
I think that's
we're all dead.
If it had been you, Joel would be halfway to Seattle before the sun came up.
Don't talk to me like I didn't know him. He was my brother.
yeah, they've
Oh,
been
yeah.
through stuff that you have no idea about, Ellie.
If we're gonna put a posse together, we gotta do it right. Which means taking it to Maria. Yes, it's fucking necessary. She's gonna want a council meeting. Open it up to the
You've
town.
got manpower.
But you'll back us, right?
Of course I will.
Okay, I can't be mad about that. That's you make a good point. Let's do this right. But I mean, like, trying to find these people, you know, there'd be a part of you that's like, they could very well already be dead. Like at this point, they were up in the mountains in a little shack.
Yeah. That is a familiar sound for me.
Once we get resettled, I'll teach you to whistle.
That's a really scary enemy type too.
Scars.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Just what they're called.
Oh yeah.
I told you
I wonder
the
why.
reason we're going.
I know.
But also, it's like hearing the whistling. You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Profit isn't magic. They're just people that see truths hidden from others and share that truth no matter what the cost.
Oh great.
Follow her words, we obey her teachings, but we keep ourselves safe.
And can I have a hammer?
All right.
Oh, okay.
Take cover!
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Demons?
Wolf.
Oh man.
Joel meant so much to so many of us. But he wasn't the only one. A lot of people in here buried family. And now you want to send what? You're saying 16 of our best? Well, while they're gone, who's going to be on the wall if raiders come?
Well, how many total do you have?
Exactly.
We are too hurt, and it is too soon.
It's been 3 months,
you,
they
Rachel.
said?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it would take a long time to recover, though.
Yeah, they probably, it seems like things were just getting back to like some semblance of normal.
No grudges, no revenge. And I'm not even a Christian. I've always seen the wisdom in that. That's what separates us from the raiders and the murderers.
Well,
Our capacity for mercy.
I see the
Our
point
sons
that
and
he's
bitches
making,
don't
like,
deserve our mercy.
if we had some way to
Of course
hold
they
them
don't deserve it.
accountable,
That's what
you know,
makes it mercy.
Right.
Well, to hell with that.
But
just to
To hell
go
with you for
out
saying
into
it.
the nothing to hunt them. Yeah.
You're not on the
It's
list.
different.
No! What, we gotta forgive everybody when they show up and piss in our eye?
yeah.
You idiots. They'll come back. They'll come back because
Seems like
we didn't make
they're
them pay.
really far away.
And when they come back,
They
they'll
left
be
people
laughing.
alive this time when they didn't have to.
Right.
Bunch of goddamn victims.
Also, that dude's not coming at this from the right angle.
No, and that's
We'll
the
call you
guy who
proud.
got in trouble for his
That's
bigotry
right.
before. So Ellie doesn't like that he's on her side.
Oh boy.
Ellie?
I'm trying to decide whether I think she's gonna get approved or denied for help. Or if she's just gonna make the trip alone. I'm sure you know the answer to this already.
But you feel like she's going either way.
Yeah, right.
It's not because I want revenge. It's not. It's not about revenge.
It's not.
I want justice. Because it's either that or we do nothing.
Okay, but
That's
justice.
what everyone else out there
And
is
revenge,
going to do for
yeah.
us.
Well, but justice is about
Nothing.
members of your own community
A
too.
whole
When it's
world of
outsiders, it's
people
different.
who
You know,
won't lift a
Like, they're
finger.
not in your
If
jurisdiction for
something bad
justice.
happens to me, if someone hurts any of you or the people you love, you can count on me. That's what holds all
This is
together.
not persuasive to them.
Not potluck.
Yeah.
I'll accept whatever the council decides, but I am asking you, do what it takes to see that justice is done.
There is no
Not for me.
justice in this world
Not even for Joel.
anymore.
Do it for us.
Nope.
And
Thank you.
Joel's killers had conviction in their bones that what they were doing was dispensing justice.
Right, exactly. There's just never stops, you know.
How do you think it's going to swing, Nate?
She's not getting any help. And she's not supposed to go either, but then she's just going to do it anyway.
Yes. No. Yes. No. No. Yes.
33.
No.
4.
No.
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 Nope.
No.
Sorry.
7-3.
No.
8-3.
Yeah. No.
The proposal is rejected.
That's a lot. That's quite one-sided, maybe more than I expected.
I'm nervous she's gonna do something stupid.
What, you didn't believe her speech?
Did you?
Of course not. She's a liar.
Big time.
I just don't want her to go down the same paths that Joel did.
Consumed by grief.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If she's on a path, it's not one that Joel put her on. No. No. I think they were walking side by side from the very start.
Yeah, she was already plenty feisty when they met.
Some people just can't be saved.
Damn.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like she's the greatest person to be the town's only
Well, she's
psychotherapist.
yeah, exactly. I'm having a hard time believing that nobody can do this job better than she can.
Yeah, well, it's got to be stressful to have the entire community dump their problems on you, too.
Yeah, in this situation especially, but, you know, just quit doing it. Do something else. There's gotta be something else you can do.
Who is it?
Dina.
Hey,
She's, too obviously staging weapons.
are you alone?
I'm alone.
Better not be lying.
What's your plan?
Go to Seattle and kill Abby.
What route?
Northwest?
And is that all guns? Or better not land weird on an ankle or get a fever
for
on
real.
a well-charted path northwest.
Okay, so what am I
Yeah,
supposed
this
to
is a bad plan. You're not thinking.
Nope. Consumed with rage.
Winter coats for beds, jackets for blankets, first aid kits, batteries, bears.
Damn, that's a lot of stuff to...
Handguns. What do you
How
bring?
is she supposed to even carry all that stuff?
Seems like Dina's planning skills are useful for something like this.
Don't tell me you told Jesse, please.
Captain Wyoming? No. I love the man, but he's a little uptight about rules and shit. We meet by the old East Gate, 3 a.m.
It is good, though, that she realized I'm not going to be able to talk her out of this. All I can do is try and make it as
sure
safe
she
as
doesn't
possible.
Die.
It's a harm reduction approach, you know? Well, this is a more genuine apology gesture than sandwiches.
Yeah. Oh, how the turntables.
Trade. It's better. Trade.
That is a nice rifle. I don't know what it is, but it looks nice.
I'd come with you, but I caught some friendly fire on New Year's Day.
You sure it was friendly?
You got 10 minutes before patrol comes by.
Yeah, go. Do it.
Shake his fucking hand, he's helping you.
Life's too short to keep grudges, you know? You learn that the hard way.
I mean, she's got no love for this guy. It's not
Yeah,
the
of
same
course.
thing, but he's apologized in the only way he can.
Set her up pretty good.
Yeah. And it's a reminder, too, that even though his death is so profound for her, it's just one among so many for this community. You know?
Yeah. Coffee beans?
Yeah. I can't remember significance of coffee between them.
Either. Maybe first season.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, I can't
remember
think
that
of
either.
anything.
Yeah, and you think about, a journey like that is so far, it's so treacherous, but it probably also would be a whole lot of nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're gonna encounter and when is the thing, but you'd have long stretches where you encounter not a thing.
Yep. Just
Wow.
Silently, whoa, super cool.
Let me know if you see any outcroppings for spots with cover.
Why? Looks okay.
Everything looks okay until it's not.
You gotta know, like, yeah, exactly. You need to know a few stages before it's gonna rain, you know?
Yeah.
I'm a witch. Clearly.
No, this is a romantic little spot. I wonder how they're gonna pass the time.
Was any of this romantic? Ellie just seems so angry and singularly focused. I'm having a hard time imagining that
It's
she's
true.
like, you know.
Well, good night. Good night.
Yeah.
Yeah, the scene's not over, Nate. Why isn't the scene over?
Okay, but I have a stupid question.
Because she has a stupid question.
It's about New Year's Eve and, you know, the kid.
Okay.
She brought
That's
up
the
that
question.
topic.
Yeah.
Whatever. You were
Here we
super
go.
That's
high.
true.
And you were drunk.
Right, so it doesn't mean anything.
We're
That's
both
what
sober
you're
now.
asking. No,
Right.
I know
All
that.
alone in a tent.
My question is,
Woo!
How would you rate it? Scale of 1 to 10.
no.
How can you even be so coy
You
in
kissed
this
girls
situation?
before.
Oh yeah, didn't mean
You're
anything.
gay, I'm not. I'm just
Yeah, I know.
curious.
Okay, fine, 6.
Whoa, 6?
6.
That's what you do when you want another one.
That's
you know?
true. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. It's
Yeah.
a long game.
Of course.
Well, you asked, and I told you. I'm sorry.
And they try to prove that it's better than a
Go
6.
back to Jesse.
I already did.
Well, there you have it.
Oh boy.
He was running away. What's that?
Oh man.
Dina. Dina! You okay?
Mm-hmm. This is just...
I feel like I would be like, you're throwing up. You need to tell me what it is first before I just go look at it.
Well, she's still throwing up.
I know.
Can't talk like you're heaving.
I'm not gonna go over there and check it out myself. Is it going anywhere? Oh, okay.
A lot of bodies.
I know this is like TV and stuff, but you would smell that from like a ways away.
I mean, again, with the world they live in, probably
Yeah,
just
maybe,
smells like death
corpse.
a lot.
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
good point. Oh my god.
It's never happened before. I think it was a smell.
It wasn't easy to look at either. If Abby and her crew did this to people,
No.
to kids,
No. They wanted to kill one person.
Let's go.
they didn't kill either one of you.
Right. And like all the other group members were like, no one else died. We agreed no one else needs to die or get hurt, you know.
They didn't kill Ellie as she was screaming, "You're all gonna fucking die. I'm gonna kill you," you know?
If you don't, like, I don't know, too, there's that piece of it where, like, they let you live even though you were saying that. Is this the move? To go out and seek revenge some more? Like, I don't know.
9 more miles.
Yeah, so pretty much the whole way there untouched, you know?
fucking Seattle. Pretty.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Plus no one's shooting at us.
Don't jinx it.
For real.
Because there aren't that many wolves.
There's about to be a whole lot less.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're moving up to the fob. All clear between checkpoint 3 and 5. Sandy, you copy?
Lookout duty. Is that the Space Needle? Is he in the Space Needle?
It looks like it. That's where I would look out from.
It's a good spot.
All good. We can move up.
To answer the question of how many wolves are there?
A lot. And military vehicles.
2 guys should be enough, right? 2
Right, yeah.
young women.
With a sniper rifle. Oh my god.
And there we have it. We are not wasting any time, are we?
Nope.
We have gone to
Moving forward,
Seattle.
yeah. We got like maybe 7 minutes of episode in between, like, of just them traveling, and now they're like at location.
They're
like
there,
they're
yeah.
doing the thing now, yeah.
Like I said, there was that montage of them traveling across long
Mm-hmm.
stretches of nothing. Is what a lot of it would be, you know? And I
Mm-hmm.
guess that's... I mean, what's between Wyoming and Washington? Just like Idaho, you know?
Yeah.
So just nothing in Idaho, I guess. Is what they're saying in their world.
That's funny. But yeah, it's You know, I think that they've done a good job of like just generally giving Ellie motivation and personality in order for it to be the fact that no one was going to be able to talk her out of how stupid this is.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, I mean, you just like, what are you looking for? Like at the end of the day, like, isn't she more useful back home? Like I know you need to make a video game about it, and there needs to be like a TV show, but like, you know, I'm not sitting here being like, this is a kind of stupid choice to make.
Yeah.
But like because of her personality, she's so headstrong. She's not stupid. She's motivated.
Exactly.
And blindly motivated.
Yeah, it's a choice that doesn't make sense logically, but it makes complete sense for the character who's making it in this story because of the world we know she's come up in and the experiences we've seen her have. You know, the amount of times that man saved her life personally. You know, and the amount of investment he put into connecting to her. Yeah, so it's totally understandable that she would react this way. I'm hesitating on how much I should compare it to the game because, you know, the season's ongoing and I don't want, you know, elements that are different early on and stuff to...
I also haven't played the game yet.
Right,
so
I know.
There are major differences.
No, I'm not going to spoil it for you so much, you know, in terms of... But like I told you about last time, that they changed the scene of Joel's death in that Dina wasn't there in the game.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
Tommy was. And that has effects for how this part of the story unfolded as well. And so I'm just curious about how all that's gonna... I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's fair analysis with an adaptation to talk about how stuff they just presented to us is different from how it was in the other version. I don't know. That feels legit to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and risk it. There was no attack on Jackson's hole during Joel's attack either. Like the infected showing up is a separate thing. So Tommy doesn't have the consideration of like helping rebuild the community and all that stuff going on. Instead, he's there for the Joel scene, and then he and Ellie are both like, we need to go after them. And Maria and, you know, the community is like, no, we can't do that. And Ellie is making plans like, I'm gonna go anyway, and then gets up to sort of start making that happen, and someone's like, Tommy's gone. He left.
Shit.
And so Tommy goes by himself and doesn't even take Ellie. Ellie and Dina go under the pretense of, we're gonna go bring Tommy back. But Ellie's actually like, we're gonna go catch up with Tommy and do this, you know? So
got it. Yeah.
Tommy's absence on the trek at all is a big difference for the story.
That is interesting,
And I don't know if, like, and I hesitated to say that because I don't know if maybe he'll turn up. And, you know, like, maybe they're gonna have him have set out later after they found out that Dina and Ellie went anyway. Tommy decided he was gonna go after them too and something. So maybe, I don't know, I hope it doesn't spoil a future episode to say that he is... I mean, I feel like that's a conclusion you could maybe draw anyways, that Tommy would want to get this done.
Well, that would be a good way, too, to, like, do that if there's, like, a moment where they meet up. But then for it to subvert your expectations and be like, you know, looks like Tommy didn't go, so, like, I wonder how this is going to unfold differently, and then have him show up to meet them and be like, okay...
Right, yeah, it could, yeah, they'll change things around. They know that they have audience members who've seen the other version of the story, so they want to keep us surprised to a degree as well, but yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of wolves.
There sure are. Good. The Washington Liberation Front seems to have held on to control of the area after they toppled Fedra.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it's essentially the government around there, you know?
Yeah.
And you just got a glimpse of the group that they're currently in conflict with, which is the Scars.
Yeah, the Scars, man. That's pretty scary stuff. I'm excited to see how those, like, them clashing affects, you know, the events around Ellie, like, looking for Abby, you know? I think that's going to be important. Obviously it is, but it's just like, I'm excited to see how all those elements mix. Because
it's a messy dynamic, you know? There's like an ongoing armed conflict that they've sort of just stepped into the middle of.
Yeah, and it's also like this with a story that's so much about like the unintended consequences of like people's inhumanity to each other, like unwillingness to like reconcile or find
or forgive, as that guy at the meeting was saying. Yeah.
There's just a lot of cool potential for how all of those elements are going to collide and bad things are going to happen to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. good stuff.
It's a good show. It's a good story. Yeah, I'm playing my way through the second game again right now, and I've got a refreshed memory of how it all unfolds because I hadn't played it since it first came out. So I'm glad to have that. But yeah, already it's unfolding in ways that are not the same. So I'm excited to see where they take us and how they divide it up because I know that we're only getting half the game's content this season. So yeah. Excited to see where it goes from here. That about do it for this one?
I think so.
All right, cool. Thanks for watching The Last of Us with us, everybody. We like this show, and we'll see you next time. Until then, I'm Sean.
I'm Nate.
This is Ketchup Packets. Goodbye.
Ketchup Packets.